queen is watching this. Okay, but look, if you have a curly wig, if it's this way, if it's this curl pattern, this natural hair of a black person curl pattern, and you are not black, you might need to reconsider. You might, if it's this curl pattern, you might need to reconsider it.
Just a little bit.
And do
Pause.
not use Bob Ross. Bob Ross got a perm. His hair is not
Oh, yeah.
natural.
And pronouns, and I am so excited to give you this show tonight. We have an amazing cast of performers coming up. We have everything from drag to burlesque. We have kings and queens and everything in between. It's going to be amazing. Let's get to the reason that we're here. I think that can tip myself and our performers by using the banner at the bottom. We use PayPal, we use Venmo, we use Cash App. We like money and we appreciate it. Why? Because the time of black artists and the art of black artists is valuable. So, that being said, and without further ado, let's get to our cast and do some introductions.
Okay. All right. And so, welcome. My name is Onyx Reigns in drag. My pronouns are he, him in drag. Out of drag, I'm Jazz, and my pronouns are they, them. Either way, I'm happy to be here and happy to see your faces. And I would love to start just going around, and since we are on Zoom, I guess I can call everybody and let them know who I'm talking to. But I would love to start with just your name, your pronouns, where you're from, and then you can tell me how you got into drag or burlesque, whichever one applies to you.
Okay, hey, I'm King Perkisex. I am from Atlanta, Georgia, and I started drag March 2018. I started drag. It was for a school drag show, but I wanted to keep doing it, so I took my talents to the city and just did tip spots. I would go out and support and just kept trying. I failed a lot, but I kept trying, and here I am now.
Here we are now. Can I ask what made you want to try it?
Yeah, I was kind of the odd man out in college, so I thought, okay, if I do drag, then I'll be popular. And I'm like, okay, I don't need anyone to love me if I can get everyone to love me. But then that kind of changed. Instead of doing drag to get people to like me, I did drag kind of so I can like myself, or which is great. So yeah, now I just do it because there's just so many messed up things in the world, and sometimes I can't fix it. The only thing I can do is shake my little fist. So drag is me shaking my little fist at the world.
Okay. Yeah.
And also it just gives me a chance to just be funny. I don't know, I have some cosplay numbers that are pretty great.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So is that, first off, we stand a good fist shaking moment, so I'm here for that. But you mentioned cosplay, and you mentioned a couple of interesting things, so I want to get into that. But was that sort of your segue into drag, doing cosplay?
No, drag was my segue into cosplay. Usually it's the other way around.
Okay, cool. All right, so what are some of your favorite cosplays you've done?
Black Panther,
Nice.
Frozone.
Okay, yeah.
And also, but I don't know, actually my all-time pinnacle favorite is Steve Urkel.
Yes, the throwback, yes. Urkel, okay.
For that outfit, it was just stuff I already had. And they're like, you
Yeah.
acted that character really well. And I was like, just being myself, but okay.
That's okay. The nerd was inside you all along, and the nerd in me sees the nerd in you, and I
Well, my
appreciate.
cat's named Naruto, so.
Oh yeah, we love Naruto here too. That's dope. I love that. I love that. I named my cat Kevin, but we're still nerdy. Perfect. Thank you. I'm so happy to have you here. I really am. I love the variety that we have here as far as performance and experience and all of that. So thank you. Thank you. And next, I'd love to bring it to Androgenique. Again, it's name, pronouns, where you're from, and how you got into drag/burlesque.
Hi everyone. My name is Androgenic Iman. My pronouns are they, them, him, he, sir. If we real cool, you can be like, hey bitch. Only if we cool. But I'm born and raised from New Orleans, Louisiana. So I'm a country bucking at heart, but I live in Chicago. I've only been doing drag 2 years, and for 1 year I did boyless. That's the male version of burlesque. So what got me into doing drag was 1 year for Halloween. I dressed as Papa Legba from American Horror Story. And a lot of people loved it. And my boyfriend at the time was like, you should do something with that. So I ended up getting on stage, and voila, I've only been doing it for 2 years, but I really, really enjoy the art in it, and I'm what they call a universal drag because I do drag king, I do drag queen, and I do everything in between. That's my slogan.
I'm here for it. I love it. Would never have guessed it's been 2 years. I would have guessed you were doing this for far longer. Because I'm just in awe. Like I'm from beginning to end. I think everything you do is just gorgeous. So that's amazing. It really is. It really is. And thank you for being here and for gracing us with your presence. I appreciate it. So next, I'm gonna bring it to Paradox. Same question: name, pronouns, where you from, and how you got into this.
Yeah, my name is Paradox Ray. I am from San Antonio, Texas. And funny, I was actually born and raised in Illinois. So shout out to my Illinois homegirl. But I've been doing drag for almost 5 years come December. Pronouns in and out of drag, they, them. It can't get any more like pronouns than that. They, them on the knuckles, y'all. So if you can't respect my pronouns, you're gonna get these hands, quite literally. So I've been doing drag for almost 5 years. I am an alternative drag artist, and so I pull a lot of my inspiration from Afrocentricism, as well as just the nerd-tastic part of me, as well as the creepy parts of me too. And so my basis of doing drag was that I love the just sensationalism of all drag is valid. That hashtag is kind of like my claim to fame, so to speak, because I have that mentality of like the film Ratatouille. Like anyone can cook, anyone can drag. Does not matter what is in between your legs. If you've got the audacity to get yourself on the stage, you're gonna fucking kill it. So I am beyond, just so blessed and honored to be in the drag scene for about 5 years now. Digital drag is a really cool experience, and I'm just very honored to be able to meet so many brand new entertainers I've never even worked with before. So it's a real treat to be with all y'all. So I'm so excited to be a part of this showcase.
Thank you so much for being here with us. I'm thrilled. I'm honored. I'm excited. And I keep forgetting that I'm hosting this because I just want to listen to y'all talk. So this is just so much fun for me. This is amazing. It's dope. And I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but just the caliber of what you've done. It was on repeat a few times today. Is how I'll say. That's perfect. Thank you. All right. And I hope I'm saying this right. DeCameron?
That's me.
Perfect.
So I'm Decameron May. I go by he, him in drag, they, them out of drag. I've been doing drag for a couple of months, past a year now. So I guess you could say that I'm a little bit of a baby. I started doing drag in St. Louis, but I am a Texas-raised fool, Southern gentleman all the way. Back and forth between Houston and Dallas, so, you know. Doing online drag has been like really freeing for me personally, because a lot of my drag is I wouldn't necessarily say less traditional, but it's generally a little bit weirder for the typical club environment. I like to do a lot of like cursed food type of engagements. I like pour hot sauce on myself for a number and eat wings on stage kind of stuff. So, you know, just trying to keep it like really real. I like to use my drag as a form of being like the most authentic version of like myself, and kind of just sharing that joy and excitement and just fun with others. Yeah, it's been fun and I'm excited to keep doing it. I've had a lot more time to practice my face, so that's been great. Yeah.
And it's a good mug. That's a really solid mug. Chef's kiss. But again, just amazing work. Thank you for being here. I mean, I know that you're calling yourself a baby, but honestly, like, the smartest, shiniest baby, like, like it's just brilliant work. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you. And I've been doing drag for about as long as you have, so it's kind of nice I had that kinship.
Yeah, this one right here goes out to all the babies, mamas. Baby mamas. Yeah, go like this. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
My baby is drama, mama, don't like me. She doing things like having the boys come from her neighborhood to the studio trying to fight me. She need to get a piece of American pie and take her bite out. That's my house. I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out and let her know her grandchild is a baby and not a paycheck. Private school, daycare, shit, medical bills, I pay that. I love your mom and everything. See, I ain't the one who lay down. She wanna rip you up, start a custody war. My lawyer, stay down. She never got a chance to hear my side of the story. We was divided. She had fish fries, cookouts for my child's birthday. I ain't invited. Despite it, I show her the utmost respect when I fall through. All you do is defend that lady when I call you.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. Me and your daughter got a special thing going on. You say it's puppy love. We say it's full grown. Hope that we feel this way forever. You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. This Jackson. 10 times out of 9, now if I'm lying, fine. The quickest muzzle, throw it on my mouth and I'll decline. King meets queen, then the puppy love thing. Together dream about that crib with the good yeah swing. On the oak tree, I hope we feel like this forever. Forever never seems that long until you're grown. And notice that the day by day ruler can't be too wrong. Miss Jackson, my intentions were good. I wish I could become a magician to abracadabra all the sadder. Thoughts of me, thoughts of she, thoughts of he. Asking what happened to the feeling that her and me had. I pray so much about it, need some knee pads. It happened for a reason, one can't be mad. So know this, know that everything's cool. And yes, I will be present on the first day of school and graduation. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Look at the way he treats me. She look at the way you treat me. See your little nose ass homegirl and got your ass sent up the creek, G. Without a pad on, you left the straddle and ride this thing on out. And the union girl ain't speaking no more cause my dick all in, I'm out. I'm talking about jealousy, infidelity, envy, cheating, beating, and the N to the G, they be the same thing. But who you placing the blame on? You keep on singing that same song. Let bygones be bygones. You can go and get the hell on you and your mom.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Well, the men come in these places, and the men are all the same. You don't look at their faces, and you don't ask their names. You don't think of them as human. You don't think of them at all. You keep your mind on the money, keeping your eyes on the wall. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money, and any old music will do. I wanna make $1 million. I wanna live out by the sea, have a husband and some children. Yeah, I guess I want a family. All the men come in these places, and the men are all the same. You don't look at their faces, and you don't ask their name. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money, and any old music will do. I'm your private dancer, dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Just a private dancer, a dancer for money, and any old music will do. Dutch marks are dollars. American Express will do nicely, thank you. Let me loosen up your collar. Tell me, do you wanna see me do the shimmy again? I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'm your private dancer, dancer for money, and any old music will do. I'm your private dancer, dancer
Paradox, why did you choose the legend you chose?
So I feel that I am going to give myself away, given that I stem more on the alternative drag and I love things spooky ooky. My legend of choice was Aaliyah. So I'm sure y'all can add 2 to 2 together on that one.
I have
But
no idea what you're talking about.
but the reason why I chose her specifically was because of the fact that I personally feel that that film specifically would have catapulted her into that trajectory of actresshood. But unfortunately, she passed away at the age of, was it 22 or 23, if I'm not mistaken? So very tragic. And I just, my heart goes out, you know, to want to pay tribute to her because of, for what might have been, and that her legacy, despite how young she passed away, it will forever live on, not just through her music, but also through what she did through acting for the short while she did.
But the reason I chose the legend that I chose is because, I mean, Aretha Franklin. I mean, Queen of Soul. Like I couldn't give anybody especially as a fat black woman that exuded so much power and such energy in music and who she was as a person. I mean, she just like, and the songs are epic. It was so hard for me to choose, so I had to do like a compilation songs line because it was like that powerful like, selection and genre of music. And I mean that's the sound of a generation of black woman empowerment specifically right there. So I mean that was the first thing to mind to me.
I couldn't agree with you more. When I think of Aretha Franklin, I immediately think of power and commanding like the stage and like taking what's yours and what's owed to you. I mean, respect, just like right there, right? It's right there. Every time I've heard Aretha, I have felt empowered. I have felt like, you know what? Like even as a 12-year-old, I was like, I ain't gonna let no man tell me what to do. I'm gonna keep sweeping these floors and doing these chores and doing my homework, and it's gonna be amazing. So now I'm gonna bring it to Androgenique. Why did you choose your legend?
Hey everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know already. Child, my legend was Janet Jackson. I grew up watching Miss Jackson, and I don't mind telling people I'm 37, so I'm a bit old school. I love the early Janets. When, you know, back in the day when we only had MTV, the jukebox, where people would call in and you see those 3 little numbers come up. I was so good at it. I knew when they ordered Janet Jackson, I would be like, yes!
The jukebox. I haven't thought about that in so long. Yes, get it.
I started dancing. Like whenever my mom would leave and go to work, I would tell my little brother, let's move the furniture out the way. Let's move this table out the way, and I would record Janet videos over my mom movies on the VHS, and I got my butt whooped several times for that. But I got up the next day and I was practicing. I was hitting all the Janet moves. Like Janet inspired me to dance and to really feel good about myself because I had a really low self-esteem problem. And whenever I heard a Janet song, like all she talked about was love. Now, don't get me wrong, Janet a freak. Because you got to really listen to her lyrics and be like, what? I can't believe but she sounds so beautiful. And to me, she always exuded love and positivity. And that's what I'm all about.
Janet is definitely a milestone in my life. That's how I learned how to dance. Her Rhythm Nation coming up on BET, I would move the couch too. Even when my mom was home, my mom would be like, all right, move the furniture. You're going to learn how to dance today. I want you to do everything that Janet's doing on that TV right now. And we were killing it. We were cutting the rug in that house. That was like the first icon that I wanted to emulate was Janet. So absolutely. Valerie, Why'd you choose your legend?
Um, well, it was the first person who came to mind when I saw your post, and I'd always had like kind of this weird affinity since I was a child, and I'm gonna tell this really weird random anecdote. I picked Tina Turner. When right, so when I was younger, at the state fair, there was like, you have like these cheesy hypnotists, whatever, right? And I'm on stage, and mind you, like I'm tall now. I was a tall child. I'm like 8, and he's doing his little dumb act and trying to be like, oh, something about getting me to lip sync to "Love's What to Got to Do with It." And I'm like, I'm 8. How the fuck do I know that song? But then ever since then, I was like really obsessed with her, because I mean, I'd heard her in our house growing up, but ever since that, I was just like really curious. I'm like, how would he even think I know all the words to that song? I'm like, am I supposed to know all the words to that song? Am I allowed to know all the words to that song and everything she does? But I just really loved her aesthetic and being strong. And then of course, once I got older and heard more about her personal life and just the parallels that I'd been through, and just seeing somebody who'd went so much and just no matter what, be a strong, badass diva all the way through and did it her way. And I mean, toured around the world and wrote music. And I mean, just, she don't even live in this country no more. She's just like, fuck America. I'm going to be an international diva everywhere else and live my life and be happy. And that's, I just want to be her in every way, personally, professionally, all of it.
That part. Also, legs. Like, the fucking legs. Like,
See, I put the legs you saw already.
Yes. Like, I remember going up and like having this feeling that Tina Turner's legs would outlast me. Like, it's just iconic. All right. And Cameron, why did you choose your legend?
Well, let me just clear the air. I am the Usher Raymond stan to end all of the Raymond stans out there. I have been bumping his music since before I even existed. You know, like that's just how real it is. Just his charisma, his vocal capabilities, like ain't nobody can sing in a tenor the way that he can, be up in that falsetto so comfortably. He's just really inspiring. He's got a very strong work ethic. I mean, even when I was like, giving away my age here, even when I was like real little, I would be watching the 8701 tour footage, imagining that he'd be singing to me. And it's just like, do I want to be with him or do I want to be him? And honestly, it's both. Right. So, Usher Raymond the Fourth for life, baby.
That's so perfect. I love it. And I'm gonna speed up. I'm like standing on all of y'all right now.
Side with a crib and a ride. I've been telling you so many lies, ain't none good, it's all bad. And I just wanna confess it's been going on so long. Girl, I've been doing you so wrong. And I want you to know that everything that I've been doing is all bad. I got a chick on the side with the crib and a ride. I've been telling you so many lies. Ain't none good, it's all bad. And I just wanna confess it's been going on so long. I've been doing you so wrong. And I want you to know that every time I was in LA, I was with my ex-girlfriend. Every time you called, I told you, baby, I'm working. I was out doing my dirt. Wasn't thinking about you getting hurt. I was hand in hand in the Beverly Center like, man, not giving a damn who sees me. So gone, so wrong, acting like I didn't have you sitting at home, thinking about me, being the good girl that you are. I bet you probably believe you got a good man. A man that never would do the things I'm about to tell you I've done. Brace yourself, it ain't good, but it would be even worse if you heard this from somebody else. Everything that I've been doing is all bad. I got a chick on the side with a crib and a ride. I've been telling you so many lies, ain't none good, it's all bad. And I just wanna confess it's been going on so long. I've been doing you so wrong, and I want you to know. Watch this. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I can say, my chick on the side says she got one on the way. These are my confessions. Man, I'm thrown and I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta give you part two of my confessions. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Damn near cried when I got that phone call. I'm so thrown, I don't know what to do but to give you part two of my confessions. Now this gon' be the hardest thing I think I ever had to do. Got me talking to myself, asking how I'm gon' tell you about that chick on part one I told y'all I was creeping with. Say she's 3 months pregnant and she's keeping it. The first thing that came to mind was you. Second thing was, how do I know if it's mine and is it true? Third thing was me wishing that I never did what I did. How I ain't ready for no kid and bye-bye to a relationship. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one. These are my confessions. Man, I'm thrown and I don't know what to do now. I guess I gotta give you part two of my confessions. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Damn near cried when I got that phone call. I'm so I don't know what to do but to give you part two of my confessions. Sitting stuck on stupid trying to figure out when, what, and how I'ma let this come out of my mouth. Said it ain't gonna be easy, but I need to stop thinking, contemplating, be a man and get it over with. I'm riding in my whip, racing to her place, talking to myself, preparing to tell her to her face. She opened up the door and didn't wanna come near me. I said, what's up, baby? Please hear me. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I can say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way. These are my confessions. Man, so gone, and I so gone. What to do? Guess I gotta give you part two of my confessions. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Damn near cried when I got that phone call. When I got it, I'm so thrown, didn't know what to do. Don't know what to do, but I need to tell you, baby.
And this by far is the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do. To tell you, the woman I love, that I'm having a baby by a woman that I barely even know. I hope you can accept the fact that I'm man enough to tell you this, and hopefully you'll give me another chance. This ain't about my career, this ain't about my life, it's about us.
These are my
please.
confessions. Just when I thought I said all I can say, my chick on the side says she got one on the way. These are my confessions. Man, I'm thrown and I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta give you part two of my confessions. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Damn near cried when I got that phone call. I'm so thrown, I don't know what to do but to give you part two of my confessions.
Elated as I am because I could not have asked for a better crew than we have tonight. Like, these performances are so on point. These performers are so on point. And it really just brings the whole spirit behind this show together. Black performances, black performers are everything, and we bring it to you every time. So if you're feeling it as much as I am, I ask you to make sure that you tip, because everything that you tip is going straight back to the cast that you see tonight. All right? So stay tuned, listen to the conversation, enjoy it. We got more performances lined up for y'all. Next, we got Dahlia Cash.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
Just a little bit,
All right. Now we're going to get a little bit deeper. And I'd like to hear from each of you why you personally feel it's important to be uplifting Black voices, amplifying Black voices in the current climate, however, whatever that means to you. So why do you feel like a show like this is important?
Well, and I'm kind of guilty of this, that my music taste is Breaking Benjamin, Five Finger Death Punch,
Yep.
3 Days Grace, Coldplay. So
I love Coldplay. Yeah, I get it. I do.
okay, so I do need to do more Black artists. Admittedly, I need to do more Black artists that aren't Little Nas X. Admittedly, I do need to do this.
That's a good fit, though. I can see that.
So it was a good chance for me. And also, we also just have to, something that has to be done if we don't want, I don't know, because I think is this, if we want to see more people do Black artists, then we should probably do it ourselves first. Like,
yeah,
what's stopping us? If you like rock, guess what? There's a genre for that. If you like heavy metal, they're in that. If you like country, that. Just to kind of highlight some things.
Yeah.
One, my name isn't Google.
Yeah, for real.
My name isn't Google.
Yes.
And when you look into Google, do not just go off of the first thing you see. You know how like when you're doing an essay and Google isn't a good search engine, but it can help you find other things?
Yes, exactly.
Find some academic scholarly essays, find them, read them. Or like look at my Facebook, I post a lot on there.
Yes.
Or like just look before you ask. Because like chances are someone, especially with like the last couple of months, people have been posting stuff. I even have like a thing in my Instagram called education, and has like there's a lot of different resources on there. I started that highlight on my Instagram page.
I like that.
And also if you do ask, do not speak over. Because there's been so many times, like especially when that Blackout Tuesday fiasco happened.
Oh yeah.
I was like telling people, I'm like, this is a bad idea, because when you use hashtag Black Lives Matter for a black square, you're clogging up the feed.
Exactly.
And I commented on someone's post like, this is a bad idea. Then a white person commented back, I think it's a good idea. White people need to shut up and listen to Black people. And I was like,
oh, do they? That's why,
this person was speaking over to me. This person was like, I disagree with, didn't even ask why I said it. Didn't ask why, I just was like, you're wrong. We need to listen to Black people. And it's like,
the cognitive dissonance.
Just that, like, if you don't understand something or agree, like ask, hey, do you have energy?
Yep.
It's different. It's different. If you ask me about something I said, it's because I said it. I'm not going to give you an answer. If you ask me a question, can I say the N word? It's like, okay, why don't you go on this street corner, say it, see what
go ahead,
happens.
try it.
Like,
that's always my line when somebody asks me that. I'm like, all right, try it, see what happens.
Like, trust me, money helps. Money helps. You can give me $5.
Yeah.
But you didn't help the Black community. No. It doesn't make you less racist. That just gives me $5+. Like, if you give me $5, doesn't mean you're not racist. It just means you gave a Black person $5. Like, what else did you do? What else did you do? Are you speaking up once you see something racist happen? Are you correcting people? Are you like what are you doing? Like, are you sharing Black businesses? Because if you can post your unseasoned chicken that you had for dinner, you can post a list of Black-owned restaurants.
Yes.
You can, if you can share a news article or a meme, you can share Black Lives Matter on your Facebook.
Yes to that.
And also, if you are going to do that, do not support Jeffree Star, because I literally had to argue with someone.
Oh man.
Defending Jeffree Star while having Black Lives Matter in a profile, and it's like,
That's a whole mess.
A year ago, if I had an all black show, somebody would complain to me. Somebody would have complained to me. Somebody would have made me feel some sort of way about it. Because I've wanted that for a long time. I mean, I remember actually my troupe that I had in DC, and it wasn't by any chance that other than my first audition policy is you have to have enough confidence to come talk to me and say you want to do this. That's the only real audition you have. If you're not that good, I can train you. We can go get you some classes, get you some outfits. The confidence in wanting to do it's the first place. But I got accused of very early on of like, oh, well, it's just like an all-girl black team, femme black thing. I'm like, no, it just happens there's 5 femme black people who want to be here. There's other people of all races and genders. It was a queer positive, body positive, all gendered team. So we had non-binary male and female people on our team. It just so happened that for that good 8 stretch of months, there was mostly black people. And it was just so weird that I got called out on it when I've never called out any show or any troupe that had all white girls or white men or any sort of thing. And everybody's, or just white normative skinny people. And that's always fine in burlesque. Like that's never questioned. If we have a queer fat black femme team, like that would be like, whoo, like a big deal. And it's so weird. I'm just really glad. And I hope this continues and everything's not performative, that this can now be a norm. Step off my soapbox.
Hey, Valerie, fuck them people.
Fuck them.
But for real though, I absolutely with you on that. It has always been the time to center and to uplift Black performers, but particularly right now, it's the time.
Yeah.
And for anybody to be complaining about not seeing another white face in the troupe or on the stage, that's outrageous. That's absolutely outrageous to me. So absolutely fuck them. Keep on doing your thing. I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. And if people want to complain about it, it's just gonna get blacker. I'm just gonna make it blacker every time. That's it.
Be black, be black. Be black, be black.
Yep, we're gonna get real black. All right, so let me bring it to DeCameron.
wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electric light to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girls and a baby boys. Man make them happy, 'cause man make them toys. And after man make everything he can, you know that man makes money to buy from other men. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing, nothing, not one little thing without a woman or a girl. He's lost in the wilderness. He's lost in bitterness. He's lost. Lord have mercy.
I feel so fortunate. I feel so blessed. I feel so excited. I'm slightly turned on. I'm a little hungry. This has been just amazing, and I appreciate all of you sharing this with us tonight. Thank you to the cast, Androgenique, Paradox, DeCameron, King Percocet, Dahlia Cash, Valerie Von Weiss. Thank you all so much. Paradox, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, for sharing your time with me, and for sharing your talent with all of us. It's been dope. Now, don't forget to tip your performers. They worked hard for you. This digital drag business, it looks easy. It is not easy. Believe me, I've gone through 2 computers trying to make this happen. So please tip your performers. PayPal.me at jlafond86 or Cash App Onyx Reigns. Show us a little love. We'll show it right back to you. Thank you for coming. Stay tuned for more shows. And if you missed any part of this show, you can rewatch it on YouTube. The link will be going up. Thank you. Bless and have a good night.